So, almost 4 years ago, I started my journey across Teyvat, and today I decided that since 1. Another year is coming to an end, and 2. I started this channel not so long ago, and most of you don't really know how this account looks like. So, I decided to show you all the things which I did and all the things which I didn't. So, by the looks of my UID, you can see I have been playing for quite a long time. I am in fact AR60 and have been for quite a while. And if we take a look at my Ember, we can see I started playing during the year 2020. So I have been here for 4 years. And now let's look at all the characters which I have. So these are all of my characters. I have quite a lot of them, and that's because I am a collector and I really like the looks of all these characters. So most of the time I cannot help myself, but most of them are C0 and I don't have the signature weapon, so it's just the characters. And these are all the characters which I don't have. I want to wish for most of them on their reruns, and there are some like these characters which I did wish for but lost the 50-50, which I'm still quite sad about. So for example, Farina, I lost the 50-50 on all her banners, and yes, I am still salty about it, and I really wanted Risley, but I was like, I will get him on his rerun. Yeah, so how did that age? So now let's take a look at my mains. My main of the mains is Xiao. I have him since he came out, and I love this guy. These are the stats. I have 60 crit rate and 214 crit damage. And of course, Nemo damage bonus. I really want to get more of the crit rate. I ideally like 70%, but you don't know it yet. But if you look at my artifacts, I am not really lucky with them. Like sometimes I get really lucky, but that's like once in a month. So ever since he came out, I couldn't get more of his set because I'm just not lucky at all. So this is his flower. I really like this flower. I would say I would like for it to have crit rate, but beggars can be choosers. Am I right? This is feather. I think it's good. Like 36. I will not say anything about it. I like it still. Could have crit rate, I would not be mad at all. Okay, so this is a Sans with 19% crit damage and 7% crit rate. I would really like to change it because it rolled into HP once. It was the 4th stat and I'm not really happy about that. It's not better. So this is his Sans. His Goblet. I'm happy with this goblet. It has crit rate and crit damage, and it's onset with the Nemo damage, so I think this goblet will stay with us for a long time. And his circlet, to be honest, I do not like his circlet at all. Like, why can it have like crit rate? I don't... So this is his circlet. It has a little bit of crit rate, but I would still like a bit more. So he is 10-10-10. I have him all crowned. His constellation 0. I would really like his C1 because I think it'd be really cool to have it 3 times, but we'll see. And his weapon. I have his signature at R1, so that helps a lot with the crit rate, but yeah, so this is his stats, and I would really like to have it at least 70, but we'll see. So this is my second main, Tainari. These are his stats: 58% crit rate, 222 crit damage, and 75% danger damage bonus. I would really like for him to have more crit rate, like always, but I think he's cool because when I play him, it's like, okay, so that is not my priority. His weapon, I have the Aqua Simulacra. I did not get his signature, but I'm happy with this weapon because like 88% crit damage, like that's really cool. He has the 4-piece gilded, and this is his flower. I really want to get him a better flower, but these two don't have crit rate, which I really need on him, so this is what he has for now. His feather, again, not really all that special, but the best I can get for him right now. His sands, I really like his sands, especially because of the crit damage, so I'm happy with this one. His goblet, I have it danger damage bonus, and his crit damage is 21. So this is also really good. I think this will stay on him for now. And we have a crit rate circlet with what I'm really glad is crit damage substat. Because it was like I rolled so much crit rate circlets, unable to get crit damage on it. So this took a long time to get. And yeah, it's not going anywhere. So I really want to replace his feather and flower. But I'm unable to at the moment because other characters right now take priority because he's okay. So he is C1 because I lost the 50-50 with him. So that's really good when you main Tainari. Like if you lose the 50-50 to him, it's golden. And his talents, I have 8, 9, and 10. I have his ultimate crown. And maybe with time I will crown his E also, but we'll see. And my last main is a Yado with 61% crit rate, 222 crit damage, and 46 hydro damage bonus. Yes, I do not have any energy recharge on him, but I always run him with Shincho, which is like a battery to him, so he always has his burst. So there are no worries about it. This is his weapon. I really would like to get his signature when he comes again. But this is what we have for now, and it works. He has his signature set 4-piece. So you can see where all my luck on this domain went. His flower, his feather, really good. Like all the feathers from this domain are really good. I don't know what's wrong with this set. His sands, again, this is mainly for the crit rate and the crit damage. It did roll into HP once, but still an okay sands for me. His goblet with hydro damage bonus and 10% crit rate and 30% crit damage. So again, the crit rate is really important to me and the crit damage is okay. And his circlet with a little bit of crit rate, like I would like to replace his circlet in the future, but he still runs really good, so it's okay for now, but I think this is not gonna be his final circlet. He is C1 because... Okay, so this is fun. On his rerun, I think there was a new 4-star, I don't remember which. But I did a temple to get the 4-star and I accidentally got him, so now I have him C1. So that's fun. He has his skill crowned, and I would really like to crown his ultimate in the future, but not the main priority again now. I need to build more characters. So these are all my mains, which I build with the intention, because there is Yemiko, who I wanted to build as a support for my Dainari, but somehow she became a main with how I build her. I don't know how it's possible, but she did with 58 crit rate, 210 crit damage, 125 energy recharge, and 46% electro damage bonus. She has the Witif at Refinement 5. I am thinking that when she comes back, I'm gonna roll for her weapon, because I started to really enjoy her. Doesn't really have a set yet, because the main thing I was focusing on is getting good pieces. So this is her flower. It's okay, I would say. Her feather, again, it's okay. I think that's the best I can do for now. Her sands, I really like her sands, because it does 32% crit damage, and who doesn't like crit damage, am I right? Her goblet, I would like a better goblet for her. Especially I would like pieces on golden troop for her, but I couldn't do that. Like, I had no luck, so it's like this for now. And her circlet, which I really like her circlet. It has crit damage when its main stat is crit rate. And I like, the main issue with my characters is I do not have enough crit rate on them. So I like every piece with crit rate I get, honestly. And these are her talents. I do not have them crowned, but it is what it is. And fun fact, I actually got Yemiko at PD 13. I got her by accident. Just as with Ayado's constellation. I was wishing for a 4-star and she just came home. I would say it's fate. And let's have a look at my other characters, which I really like. I'm just gonna go faster through them. So this is my Raiden, these are her stats. The main thing is her energy recharge, and I would like to get her more crit rate again, but this is how she looks right now with more than 100 electro damage bonus. This is her weapon. I think it's the best because it increases crit rate, which she really needs, and it has energy recharge. I have the emblem set on her. She is C0 and her talents are 288. I would like to crown her ultimate one day, but we'll see. One of my favorite supports is Shincho, because these are his stats, and you see these stats, and I don't know how he does it, but with his E, he sometimes does 50 to 70,000 damage, and I don't know how he does it. I didn't build him like that, but he does it. I don't know how. This is his weapon, Sacrificial Sword at R5. He again has the emblem. You do not know how much time I spent in the emblem domain for all the characters that need it. Like, I think I'm gonna go crazy one day with this artifact set, because more characters need it. He is C6, and these are his talents. Next we have Xiangling, which I built not too long ago. Her stats, again, focusing mainly on energy recharge. Her weapon, of course, the catch at R5. It was a lot of suffering and pain to get it to R5, but I did it, so that's the main thing. Her artifacts, again, full emblem, C6, and these are her talents. And these are her talents. I would really like to get them higher than they are right now, but I do not have the materials for that yet, so maybe sometime in the future. Then there is of course Benny. These are his stats. I really want to redo him one day because I did him in like a hybrid build with a sub DPS, support, and a healer all at once. So I don't know what that is, but yeah. This is his weapon. It's of course R1. I don't know what will happen to get more. His artifacts is Noblesse Oblige, full set. I have him C5. I don't know, like, I know this C6 is good for like pyro mains, but I do not use him with like any pyro. I do not know if it's good for this account. I think I would have to think more of that, and these are his talents. Then we have the favorite shielder, Zhongli. I do not have him really built as either, like not a shielder nor a sub DPS. He is again like Benny, a hybrid build, which I am working on changing slowly. Like his weapon of Benny lands at R5. I didn't know if it's the best, but it was the best for my Zhongli, so I'm using that. He has the tenacity of the Millilith. He is C0. He is 288. Another one of our favorite supports, Kazuha. These are his stats, with the main focus being on his EM. So he has more than 700, which I'm quite proud of. His weapon, Iron Sting. I'm thinking of forging more so I can get the refinement rank higher, but we'll see. He is on 4-piece iridescent, with mainly again focused on EM. He is C0 and he is 588. So one of the best Dendro supports, Nahida, again mainly focused on EM, but these are her other stats. Her weapon being the sacrificial fragments at R2. And she is on 4-piece Deepwood. She is C0 and her talents are 5, 10, 8. So she is crowned on her skill. One of the supports which I use a lot of because I'm in Shao is Faruzan. These are her stats. As you can see, mainly focused on energy recharge with 254. Her weapon being the Fibonius Warbow with R2. I really want to do the 2-piece because I have her C6. So right now I have the tenacity of the Millilith 2-piece and I'm working on the second 2-piece for her. And she is 1, 10, and 11. Then of course we have Fischl. These are her stats and my Fischl does quite a lot of damage. Like, I am really proud of her. She uses the sprinklers at R3. She is on 4-piece Golden Troop, which I am really like proud of because it was really hard to get it for her. She is C6 and these are her talents. Then our last fully built support is Yao Yao, built mainly as a healer and Dendro damage support. She uses the Moon Piercer and like it also matches her, like it's super pretty. She is on 4-piece Deepwood. She is sadly only C1. but I'm really hoping to get more constellations of her, and these are her talents. So as you saw, I have a lot of other characters, but they are sadly not built. Like, I only have 14 fully built characters, and then it just goes downhill. It was mainly because I didn't really like farming in the game when I was younger, so I just logged on, pulled in 4 characters, got lucky, and had them. And now I'm really getting into it back. So in the past few months I built like 5 characters, and I am working on more as we speak. Next, let's have a look in the backpack. So these are all my weapons. I don't really have that much 5-star because, as I said, I don't really wish for weapons. I mainly wish for characters. So I don't really have that much of them, which sometimes proves to be a problem when building characters because I don't have any weapon to give them. But yeah, I have a lot of 3-stars, but these are like most of my weapons. I have a lot of artifacts because I like get a lot of bad artifacts which I can't use. So that's really fun most of the time. Oh right, I forgot I have this. So I'm gonna get to that later. I have a lot of books, which really helps. Like, so I am a hoarder, and I just didn't want to spend all that stuff, so it kind of just stuck. I do have quite a lot of resources. The only thing I need is to progress with the main story and unlock the Arlecchino boss, because the Natlan characters are gonna need her, so that's the main issue right now. I also have quite a lot of foods because I do not use them at all. I don't know why. When I have them, it's a shame. These, like, I do not want to use them, but then I'm like, so what am I gonna do with them? Like, are they gonna just sit here? So I'm figuring out the best strategy to use them on, like what characters, what weapons, and I think I'm mainly gonna use this for Kazuha's weapon and this for Yaoya's weapon. These are all the gadgets. I mainly, like, I am in love with all the animals here. Like, I change them all throughout, just as the Sealies. Like, oh, they are all just so cute. Some from quests, precious items. Yeah. So this just happened. I don't know how. I am slowly using it for building characters, but I had so much, like, it's a slow process to go through them all. And yeah. So now let's quickly look at my exploration. I fell in love again with exploration, so Mondstadt is all maxed out. Liyue, I'm working on it, but it's quite hard with all the mountains and stuff. Inazuma is all maxed out. Don't look at this island, I don't know what happened, but otherwise it's all maxed out. Sumeru, I am actually exploring right now, so you can see where I made some progress. I haven't gotten to Fontaine yet, so the percentages speak for themselves. And Natlan, right here, also not explored at all. Like 1%. I do not know how that happened. Let's just ignore it. But I really need to explore this for the rewards. So I think I'm gonna do that sometime. because it's Christmas break right now. So yeah, maybe gonna do that sometime. Then let's have a look at the Abyss and on my past. So I haven't 36 starred the Abyss yet because of how little characters I have built, and because of that I do not have many teams. So sometimes I get to 30, but that's the maximum I can do right now. I haven't been able to do more, which I am quite sad about, but yeah, it was my mistake of the past. I can't change it. Like, I cannot go in the past and like tell myself to do it otherwise. So the last thing I would like to share with you is my progression in all the quests and hangouts and stuffs. So let's have a look at it. So I still haven't completed the Natlan quest yet. I just didn't have that much motivation to just sit here and complete it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get to it now because I have a lot of time right now. Character quests, really need to do them. And the world quests, I have a lot of them. Like, I have so much of them here, and there are still like hidden quests which don't show up here, but when you like find them in Teyvat. So yeah, and all these quests which I even haven't unlocked yet, all the hangouts which I haven't done, and these. On that note, I have 79 million Mora and 13,000 Primogems, which amount to 82 wishes. And I also have star glitters, which amount to 45. So I have more than 100 wishes right now, but that can guarantee like 5 stars. So there's gonna be a lot of hard work to like get all the characters I want. So that's gonna be fun. So that's gonna be it for today. I want to thank you so much for being here till the end, and I will see you next time. So thanks for being here. Bye.